Good evening. I'd like to call the village board meeting for the Village of Cary for Tuesday, August 4th, 2026 to order with roll call, please.
Dudek,
Here.
McAlpine,
Here.
Persino,
Here.
Stefani,
Here.
Walrath,
Here.
Gownick.
I'm here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Now moving to the open forum where the public is given an opportunity to address the village board on any issues not mentioned on our current agenda. We ask that you limit your comments to 3 minutes. Let me get the list here. Al, did you want to speak now or do you want to wait till the committee meeting?
Elton 219 South Wolf. I walk through town every day. And this is the third time I've been up here for the same instance. The lights are on during the day, every day. Do we have a slush fund for electricity? I'm just wondering. You can't figure an engineer to get the lights shut off during the day? We paid a lot of money to have that street done. But the lights are on every day, all day long. That's all I got to say. I just don't understand why you go down there every day.
I'm there every day.
And all these.
Just the Cantonary lighting is on.
What's that?
The Cantonary lighting is on. Those are the LEDs that crisscross the road.
What about them?
Well, we'll check into it. You know what? We can't comment on this stuff during open forum. I will have Kaylin take a look at this, and we'll see what we can do.
This is the third time. They were on for a whole summer.
Thank you. Does anybody else like to address the village board? We'll go ahead and close open forum at 6:02. A few things on my report today. We have proclamation for Schools Open Safety Week, August 17th through the 21st, 2026. Whereas children in our community are beginning a new school year, and whereas students will be walking or biking to school in neighborhoods, on sidewalks and streets, approaching or waiting at school bus stops, and boarding or alighting from buses. And whereas motorists can help protect children by being especially careful near schools and in residential areas, watching their speed, observing traffic control devices, and obeying the school crossing guards. And whereas the village encouraged motorists to review and follow the rules of the road as they apply to school zones and school buses. Now, therefore, I, Mark Gownick, Mayor of the Village of Cary, do hereby proclaim August 17th through 21st, 2026 as Schools Open Safety Week in the Village of Cary, and encourage all drivers to remember to drive carefully, especially when schools are back in session, dated this 4th day of August, 2026. Thank you. And we have an update on our village website for e-bikes and micromobility devices. I'll turn that over to Assistant Village Administrator.
Thank you, Mayor. With the help of the police department and village staff, we crafted and updated our website on e-bikes and micromobility devices. As the village board is aware, there are new laws heading through the state that are going to be effective January 2027. So if you have your camera phone, you could take a picture of the QR code and directs you right to our website. A lot of great information comparing what current laws are happening in Illinois and laws that are proposed to change in January. I also want to turn it over to DC Nadenoff if you have any words or anything else to add.
I don't have much to add. We're still digesting the new law that we're anticipating being signed. It's going to go into effect January 1st, 2027. We had a presentation before the board on this before. The new legislation, it really ties our hands on what we are able to govern at the local level. So we'll have a proposal back in front of the board related to, our local ordinances probably in a few months.
Is that it? But I'm pumped. Okay, thank you. Moving next, we have a presentation from Natchez McHenry County. Turn it over to Jackie Berggren.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having
Yeah,
us here
did
tonight.
you have to sing that song?
What song?
The Carrie fight song?
I don't know the Carrie fight song. I'm sorry. You don't want to hear me sing, I promise. Can you hear me? Okay. And I push down for the presentation. Is that correct?
Technology.
Let's try. Oh,
There
that's
you
too
go.
fast. Okay. Hello, everybody. So I know most of you, and we've had a lot of interactions. So my name is Jackie Berger. I'm president and CEO of Naturally McHenry County. I'm here today with my amazing team, most of them. Christine, our director of marketing, recently promoted director of marketing, as well as Sarah, our destination engagement manager. We have recently hired Devin Presley. She is our new digital content manager. So, as you all know, marketing is economic development. You guys have great local businesses, but the owners are very busy and they have small businesses. So, your investment helps them get seen by locals and visitors alike through our partnership with you and them to be able to raise them up and make sure that people are seeing what they have going on in their businesses and drawing people to the businesses. And that visibility shows up as more people in your town, more sales, which is more tax revenue, and more people for the restaurants and events. It's hard to generate that reach alone, so the pooling of your resources through Naturally McHenry County makes that possible because we're able to match that with local, state dollars as well as other local dollars to really raise the tide for everybody at a very low cost compared to what professional marketing services for a nonprofit marketing program would cost. So in 2025, I don't have to read this to you, but this is really some stats. You guys have access to dollars. 35% of all of our digital campaigns that featured Carrie was all of our digital campaigns. 35% of them featured Carrie, which was a $16,000 value. We have a lot of our app challenges that people can download, and they can go to different businesses, check in all around the county. We have our craft beverage app trail, and we had our coffee and tea trail last year that people were checking into. So this kind of shows the businesses that had people actually physically come to the business, check in, that they were there. So you can see a lot of people came to Carrie Ale House and Spirit Water when it was here, as well as Conscious Cup. So lots of check-ins, and as we're moving forward into this year with the ice cream trail, I don't know that there's ice cream trail locations here, but we have other, we still have our craft beverage trail, so Carrie Ale House will continue to be on that. And any other new trails we have coming up, we're always striving to make sure that we can feature, if Carrie has a business in that category, that they're included on that. So this is our year-to-date kind of information on where we are for our social media and digital advertising and reach for Carrie. So this can give you an idea of that. And then right now we're already at 42 posts featuring Carrie, and we're just over halfway through the year. So that's good. And then our challenge for the Carrie Ale House for the beverage challenge just started in July, and as to date we've got 30 people that have gone to Carrie Ale House for that, but that goes for a whole year, so we expect to see people doing that. A lot of the people have done the trail and finished it and gotten their t-shirt. This is our end up getting everyone into the people that were signed up for the tour into your downtown, and so people were able to still go to the Carrie Ale House and walk around a little bit in the downtown, and many of them were able to go back. So this kind of coverage is the kind of coverage that keeps working long after the event is over. We're still seeing people posting stuff and doing stories on it, and coming back and doing stories as well. One of the things that we had that was really amazing was that, well, here's some information on some of the earned media coverage, talking about Uncle Jerry's and talking about Carrie Ale House and Brewing Company from some of our influencers. And we continue to see those, and as we see. So basically, Carrie is being seen by hundreds of thousands of people who weren't necessarily specifically here to look for Carrie, but they ended up seeing that information come in front of them through all of the work that we do, causing local businesses to gain customers and exposure. And then it stretches the investment that Carrie makes beyond the size of it. As you know, we appreciate and love the fact that you guys are supporting village and municipality with us, and that we can take your dollars that you invest in tourism with us and bring that back in over $70,000 return of earned media that wouldn't be able to be done on your own, and we love being able to work together to do that for all of you. So thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for helping to continue to work with us and make the investment in tourism for your community. We're always here and available for anyone that ever has any questions, if you ever have any ideas, or if you ever need any help on anything. Just always feel free to reach out to us anytime. But I'm happy to answer any questions if you have any, but just a deep felt thank you to all of you for really working and partnering with Naturally McHenry County. Our partnership is one of the best that we have, so we're very, very excited to be able to continue on with that.
Well, all I can do is thank you for the efforts that you put in on our behalf. I think it's remarkable. We were downtown for that night that we had to pivot, and it was amazing the number of people that were traipsing through our town, taking pictures, writing, interviewing me about things, what we're doing, what's going on, how we do these, how we get things done. And it's amazing that we have this opportunity, and to we're big in McHenry County too, and how we can showcase our county. It just really it kind of warms your heart that you have these people that sometimes on my feeds I don't really engage in Facebook that much, but sometimes things will come up about Cary that were done. This lady we're talking about how they went to this event, the influencer event in downtown Cary, talking about it, and you're seeing all the other comments about, oh yeah, where is this? That's exactly what we want. We want to drive people into our community. Yep. And thank you for what you do to help us do that.
You're welcome. We love what we do. I think it comes through our staff and all of us and everything that we do. We love McHenry County. We love having people come and experience it, and we don't want everyone to move here, but it would be nice to have some more people move here, bring their businesses here. But we like to be able to be a part of that. And I can't do it without my team. I mean, this is my marketing team. I mean, my marketing team isn't here. We have a marketing team now. Half of them isn't here, but Christine, I mean, she's been doing things like it's a great community. So it makes it easy for us to promote because you have wonderful things to promote, and we look forward to continuing to do that for you.
Yeah, and then David played that night too. We changed the venue really quick on them,
Yep.
And they set up really quick at the Holiday Inn, which I have to give kudos to the Holiday Inn for really setting it up, a really nice opportunity for us. I mean, it looked like it was planned. It really did. You had to move all your vendors and all that thing into this area, and it was just really kind of cool to see how you pivoted to make it the best that it could possibly be.
The planners with Midwest Travel Network commented that our team has always been so good at pivoting because it's like you don't even really, they know, but the attendees, and the attendees knew, but it wasn't like super obvious,
Yeah.
And it was such beautiful weather for like weeks and weeks. And then that week we had that night, and the next night when we went to the Vixen, we had tornado warnings and people were canceling things and the movie theaters were closing, and we're like, let's get on the.
So thank you guys for letting me speak tonight. We want to talk about the Cary Cares initiative by the Cary Police Department. This is going to be our location, our umbrella to house every program that we have that focuses on folks with special needs, neurodivergent people, anybody who has a need for one of these programs that we offer. We wanted to have it all housed in one place, as well as introduce several new ones that we're excited to have brought to our community. So, perfect, thank you. So the whole reason behind the Cary Cares is to promote awareness of all these different issues, as well as promote safety for these individuals and education, not just for the public, but for our officers as well, so that they all know how to interact appropriately with these individuals to allow for a safe outcome for everybody. I chose to spearhead this for my own personal well-being, is to make sure it's a legitimate inquiry, and we can release information that we have on our files that is only accessible to the police. Information such as emergency contacts, medical information if they care to share it, any doctor's information, medications they may be on that may assist paramedics, things like that. So it's geared towards people who have limited communication abilities, people like my son, also people who may have dementia, Alzheimer's, those folks, who can become disorientated walking away from their homes. We got this idea from the Algonquin Police Department. They started their program several years ago. We share a radio frequency with Algonquin, and I have heard them where they've actually, they've had people, one of their officers, they had a suspicious person. It was a man wandering around a neighborhood for several hours. They made contact, identified the green bracelet immediately. They were able to get in touch with family and get him home. So it's something we're very excited to start. And like I said, we have 2 different sizes, adult and child sizes. Next one we're excited to have is stickers for vehicles that will allow first responders, both police, fire, EMS, to be notified that there is someone in the vehicle that may not respond appropriately to simple commands, may not be able to understand simple commands. This could be every kind of interaction from a traffic stop, a collision, motorist assist, someone breaks down on the side of the road, suspicious vehicle call, where you may have a parent with an overstimulated child who is having an issue, having a crisis, and it's called in. It looks like there's some sort of abuse or something going on inside. This doesn't, dictate that no enforcement action will be taken if necessary or anything like that, but it gives the officers, it gives the first responders a heads up that there may be something more to look into and to be able to adjust their tactics as needed. The premise alert program is something we have had in place, but we just wanted to bring more attention to it. This is something done through dispatch that a resident can decide to give information about their residence. This information is then shared with dispatch, where anytime a call for service, whether it be a police call, fire call, EMS, as soon as officers are sent to that house, an alert will come up with whatever information that the resident would like us to know. If there is somebody in the home with a medical issue that may hinder their response to us, there may be something along the lines of, an autistic child who doesn't like sirens or doesn't like lights. We can know to respond without sirens or lights. If there's an elderly person that's prone to falling and they may want to put in a code for their garage or a code for their door or something like that to prevent us from having to force entry. So it is something that we are able to do. It does, every 2 years, we recheck in with the resident to see if they still want it done. 1, to make sure that it's still applicable, and 2, to make sure that they haven't moved and it's still, up to date and appropriate for that person or for that house. The final thing, the Blue Envelope program, which we actually got our envelopes in that have the police department logo. This is something that is going statewide on January 1st. They'll be available through the Secretary of State. However, we're going to be able to offer them before that. This is an envelope that is for someone who's on the autism spectrum, can keep all of their important documentation that would normally accompany a traffic stop, such as the driver's license, insurance, registration, things like that, all in one centralized location. It also gives them an idea of what could happen on a traffic stop, help prepare them to remove any kind of unknown that may happen. It also provides the officer with information about how to interact with that person. It doesn't excuse any kind of accountability for a traffic infraction or anything like that, but it allows us to convey our message appropriately and make sure that it's understood. So this is something that we will have here at the police department free of charge for anybody. We're also working with other locations in town to have it available, such as the library, park district, and just any other place in town that if someone feels more comfortable than coming to the police department to pick up one of these envelopes. So that's what we have right now. We're going to be adding more programs as we are aware of them. Does anybody have any questions?
No, outstanding. Wow, this is great. This is really good. I know this will help with a lot of incidents that we have on a regular basis, helping.
Very cool. Do you know if surrounding communities have something like this, and is there a way to coordinate with them?
So, for example, the Blue Envelope program, there are a couple agencies that have it around us. Elgin, Lake in the Hills, Streamwood, I believe, is another one. That it is growing, and that's where it started to grow so fast that the state stepped in and said, well, we might as well just have it statewide and just have it through the Secretary of State, which makes the most sense. And as far as the Green Bracelet program, I'm aware of Algonquin, Oak Park. I think those are the 2 off the top of my head that I know that do it. And then the stickers are, that's something that a lot of different law enforcement agencies and entities have given out and things like that. So we just wanted to have something to add to us.
I think this is fantastic, so I mean, I love the idea that we're doing that. There's more and more people diagnosed with special needs, and to be able to help them as well. It's really to help them to know that we're here to support whatever's going on with them and with their family members.
Absolutely.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My legislative update is we're continuing to work with the state on various issues that affect us on a daily basis. We believe we have made our case with the BUILD Act, that we believe that that is not going to be picked up by any legislator, so it's going to pretty much die the way it is. But we're trying to be a little bit more proactive. We all, as municipalities, know that there's a need for housing in each of our communities, in the regions that we are in. So we are putting together through the IML and Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus regional representation to come up with a plan, how we can do this and what we're doing to relay to the governor's office that these are things that are already in play, these are things that we're working on, these are some of the roadblocks that we have, these are some of the issues that we need infrastructure-wise, financial. The governor had said before that he was going to look at some incentives. And so we're going to try to streamline that to really help where we can, because really the best bet for housing that affects our community is done best at each individual municipality. And we have an understanding, and look at what we're able to do now, and it's not just us, it's Crystal Lake, it's McHenry, it's Algonquin, it's Lake in the Hills. All these other communities are doing the same thing. We just have to work together to make sure that everybody is on the same page and reporting back to the state on what's going on. So, well, I'm excited about the process that we're doing. It's going to be, the state's going to be broken up into 4 regions. So we will see, and then it'll have a chairman, and there'll be municipal representation throughout each of the regions. So I think that's the best. This is what we've been talking about with them for a long time. Let us have an opportunity to take a swipe at this. So that will continue, and that's really the only legislative update, because pretty much everything shuts down in July, and so things are just really starting to gear up now as we speak. So I will keep you posted as things come up. Any questions on that? Nothing? Okay. Moving on to the regular part of the board meeting, I will entertain a motion to approve.
Been fortunate the last couple of weeks with some really good weather on Wednesday nights, so we'll continue that trend hopefully. So tomorrow night they have the truck, Jeep, and motorcycle night, and then the Cary Farmers Market is continuing on as well. Then I hand it over to DC Nadenoff.
All right, 48 hours from right now, here in the South parking lot, National Night Out. It's come a long way over the last 12 years. We've got fireworks, a drone show, jail tours, dunk tanks, police cars, food trucks. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come out with your families. We want everyone to come out. We have a great time every year. It'll go till about 9 p.m. And come one, come all.
And will you be sitting in the dunk tank again?
I guess I was nominated to do that. Yes.
Shocking.
It gets more painful every year the older I get. So, yeah.
Any future what? Public? Oh, that's why he's here. Do you have anything for us? Oh, Brian does?
Oh, no update.
We're switching gears.
I know. We're out of our routine here.
Just want to give an update. I think the last time we met, there was a couple comments regarding the start of the construction of Seasons of Cary project. They obviously have started construction. They've been doing a lot of site grading and work out there. Last week, Fiduciary hosted a groundbreaking ceremony for the beginning of the project. The mayor and a couple of trustees were in attendance, so they're moving quite along pretty good out there. We've continued to work with them on noise concerns that we had received with their general contractor, and then some of the dewatering activities they have for the rain that the site is